Welcome, everybody. This is Unscripted. I am your man, Thee Jones. Y'all know who it is. Been away for a little bit on a little vacation. I'm back now, and hey, it's on and popping. We finna go get this thing rocking. We got two special guests. Y'all know who they are. Y'all familiar with the show? Y'all already know what time it is. Let me introduce the first guest that we got, CC, aka Pooh, aka Sierra. She all the same. CC, want to give the people a little shout out?
Hey everybody, how y'all doing?
All right. We got that boy, Mr. Key, out the
All
funk
right
over
now.
here. You can't see his picture right now, but we had a little technical difficulties. It should be popping up pretty soon.
Yeah.
There you go. He down here in the house. He up in here. Hey, first of all, I want to tell y'all, hit the subscribe button. Please do that. Hit the subscribe button. Tell somebody about us too. This
Right.
is season number 3. We've been rocking for 3 years now, and I want to thank y'all for everybody who've been, checking us out, giving us a chance, been sending in letters, you know, uh, commenting on the show, saying what you like, what you don't like, what you want to see. Also, another thing, we are coming to your city pretty soon. We're gonna start this off in the DF first because we've been having a lot of heat. Everybody wants us to come out and do a live show, but it's hard to get everybody together. What you think, C? You want to go ahead and try to do this live show? We need to set that up like this.
We
Something.
definitely do. I think we need to get a big old couch and put everybody on it.
I think we need to do
Yeah.
that. We just need to find a place to do it. What you think about that, Mr. Key? You down? You with us?
Oh, yeah, it's possible.
Okay. Well, we gonna give y'all what you want. We're gonna do a Q&A, and we're gonna have it broadcast live. Everybody, all the other guests that's not here right now, we're gonna try to get them together too, and
Mhm.
we'll find a spot either in Dallas or either Fort Worth, Arlington, somewhere, and we're gonna spark it off. Want everybody to come out. Now, y'all asking for this. We want y'all to come out and support this.
Yes.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? All right, now we finna go ahead and get into tonight's episode. What it is, we're going back reviewing a lot of the emails that I've gotten over the past couple of months. I can't get to all of them, but if you got an email you want to send it to thejones72 at gmail.com. I'll read all the emails. I scan through all the emails. So questions, comments, show ideas, whatever. Hit me up on that. Now, this is one of the emails that we read a while back from one of our subscribers and a good friend of mine. She's having little issues. She was on the show that we did with Gary D a while back. I'm gonna give y'all a little review, and I got CC and Mr. Key. They're gonna help me out with all these that we're gonna go through tonight. All right. First letter from Nevada 88. I'm gonna read just a little bit of it to get y'all familiar with it. Some of y'all probably already heard it, but I'm finna run through it again. Hey, what's up, Thee? How you doing? I'm sending in another email that you know what's going on, what the latest is. I appreciate the advice you and Gary D gave me. However, there is an issue. Me and my husband are separated. Damn. Okay, me and my husband are separated. Oh, excuse me. The friend is still in the picture and it's gotten even worse. We are now to the point to where I'm ready to file for divorce and I'm ready to move out of Nevada ASAP. And I want to take my baby with me. But there is one problem. He does not want the divorce. He is contesting that. He wants us to work it out. He says I'm overreacting. I'm making stuff up. I'm insecure and I should trust him more. Okay. Uh, I just gonna jump into it, and I'm just gonna break this thing down. Uh, for some of y'all that don't know, Nevada has married a guy that used to be gay. Now, she said that she has been convinced she believes him that he's not, gay anymore, and he really loves her. and he wants to have a family, wants to be a family. So they got married. And after they got married, 6 months after that, they moved out of the state that they were living in and they moved to Las Vegas. Now, after they moved to Las Vegas, 3 months later, her husband's best friend, which used to be, you know, his love, moved there too. So she's upset about it. She's like, hey, this is Three's company, and it's too many, it's too much going on, too much coincidental. And me and Gary D gave her advice the first time she wrote us because she was already nervous and kind of confused about this. But the writing been on the wall from day one. I don't know. What you think, CC?
I don't know. I kind of want to touch like on a different perspective, like not so much the drama with the two daddies, the
Yeah,
best friend. But I've never been married. But my take on marriage is, yeah, it's work. It's a commitment. You
it
make
is.
a vow under God in front of witnesses. So it's something that I think people should definitely take serious. Now, before you jump into it, because I know everybody's like, I want to be here, I want to be here. Before you jump into it, you really need to know a person. You need to see them in all 4 seasons. Don't ignore
Yeah.
the red flags. Get counseling in advance so that you don't break that honor, break that vow that you made, that commitment that you made before your family, before your loved ones, and up under God. Like because He's not pleased with divorce. So,
Hmm.
but it also takes two. Like even relationships are hard. So I could just
They are.
imagine how marriage is. But for better or worse, death do us part. I mean, I feel like she knew what she was getting into and she kind of ignored it. So now that it's getting gone too far, the marriage, the house, the move, the baby,
Is
like
she
she just make
trapped?
it.
Do you think she feel that she's trapped? Because she moved out of state with this dude,
Yeah,
and they got
but she made
married,
a commitment
and they got
too.
a baby.
Right. So you made all of those decisions
Right, right. So
rationally or irrationally.
you should have thought about it and prayed about it. But like you said, a lot of people want to be married.
Yeah.
Married people want to be single.
They like the idea of it,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
but they don't
You,
want to really put in the work once they get it. And we
you,
do that a lot. We keep asking God, God, send me this, send me this, send me this. Then when He does it, well,
you
why
talking
do we
about
have to
we as
be
women? We
like this?
women? Or you talking about we as couples, like men
God,
and women?
please, regardless, it's gonna be something about somebody, something that comes up, regardless that you don't like. You may
Yeah.
not like me tomorrow. I may not like you the day after that.
But that's what love is about. You
Right. It
know,
has to be unconditional.
it's gotta be. It's gotta be. But it's
But some
easier
people
said
love
than
what's
done
conditional.
too. It's easier said than done because when you say I do, people change.
Right.
People change.
Right. But people do change. But how do you know that you didn't encourage the try? How do you know that you didn't change and you just didn't see it? A lot of people can point out other people's flaws, but what are you doing?
That's
And you
true.
know it's just
Can I take
him,
place
him,
real
him, him,
quick?
him. What is she doing?
What you
Can
think, Mr. Key?
I think I'm with CL. You know, marriage is a commitment, but it's also a it's work. And nowadays, a lot of people don't understand the word work. They think, well, just because I don't like you today means we need a divorce,
Yeah,
and divorce should never be in the equation.
Mm-mm.
I think a lot of people
So,
don't really respect
so
what
I
marriage
think,
is.
say it again.
I don't think a lot of people respect what marriage is and really realize
No,
what they
I
getting
don't think
into.
people respect what marriage is. I think that just because of certain situations, they just leave it alone. You know, oh, he didn't touch me the right way, or he can't, you know, maybe he can't touch me the way he used to touch me. or something like that, and they just divorced. I think a lot of people get married for the wrong reason.
Yeah.
They
They get
do.
married for dingaling or coochie,
They do.
And then
And then,
if
you
I can
have to
say that.
also, oh, sorry.
oh, go
Go ahead.
ahead, see.
I feel like you have to also ask your partner, have you seen a healthy marriage? Because you know, you have to see more to be more. So if people have not seen, like say they grew up in a single parent home, or their parents they were married but they got divorced, like or they don't go to church, or they don't have that foundation, they don't have God. Like if they're missing those pieces, you can't really expect much out of those people because how do you know how to be a wife? Have you seen a wife? Do you know what a wife is? How do you know how to be a husband?
Yeah. I mean, this is one of those things you kind of got to see and you kind of got to know about before you really get into it because it's easy to get into a marriage, but it's hard to get out of one.
And with that
So
man being, you know,
that makes a lot of people's like, well, that shouldn't matter. It should. I'm not saying that it really matters, but it's something to consider because now you got a child in there,
and with God
and
in
this
that too.
lady, Nevada,
Yeah,
is sounding like she doesn't want him to have nothing to do with the baby. And I don't think that's right. That ain't right. Whether he is or he ain't, the point is he's still that child's father,
but
you know, until
I
he
believe
gives you
that
a
a lot of
reason,
people
until he gives you a
they
reason to try
it's
to
so
cut
much
him out,
lying in this
well, then that's
world.
different.
It's so
What
much
say
lying
yo?
in this world. Huh?
I can't hear you. What
We
you say?
couldn't hear you.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Is that
Okay.
better?
Yes.
Okay. There's so much lying in this world. You know, people go to marriage counseling, people go to counseling. They lie through counseling. They lie through the relationship. It's just a bunch of freaking lies. A bunch
Mhm.
of lies.
Well,
People say they seen a healthy relationship, but then they mother and father probably argued the whole time. That's not healthy. That's not healthy at all.
hey, another thing, excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt you, but another thing, a lot of people have a problem admitting that they may be the problem. And I'm one. Because all of my breakups, I think maybe one or two is because of me. What
Mm.
do you think, CC, out of all your breakups? How many can you say you probably could have done something to avoid it or, to save the relationship?
I feel like one or two, but because of the type of person I am and the value that I have and the energy I give off, a lot of times I'm carrying majority of the weight, you
Right.
know, and growing and loving myself more. I'm now seeing what I really wish I never missed back then,
Yeah.
you know. So, I mean, a few of them, yeah, a few people to cause the breakup, but
Mhm.
a part of it was me as well.
Yeah. What about you, Mr. King? In your history, what could, what would you say percentage was you was at fault?
I would say 95%.
God, I wasn't really
What?
expecting that now.
Yeah, I would say 95% because
Okay.
I didn't choose the women that I choose wasn't the right women to choose me.
Mm.
The ones that chose me, I dogged them out. I did this, I did that. But the ones that I was choosing, I ended up loving them and caring for the wrong people.
Okay.
Kind of karma, like what goes around comes around kind of thing.
Well, I don't believe in karma, but uh, I would say decisions. The decisions that I made, I don't regret them, but the decisions that I made were not the right decisions.
Okay, why you
But what
think you
did you base it
made
off of when you chose the women you chose instead of choosing who chose you? What did you base that decision off of?
Uh, Other people's perceptions.
Oh, okay.
that could mess up a relationship
Yeah,
real quick
Yeah.
and a marriage?
yeah.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people tell me, "Oh man, you should be with that one. You should be with this one." And all along, I shouldn't have never been with it. I should have just let it go.
Yeah. Listening to the wrong ones. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
that is
happens.
right.
That happens. All right, y'all. We only got a few more minutes left, so we're gonna skip on, and I'm gonna read the next email we got. This was kind of hitting close to home, so to speak. They're asking about your boy. Hey, Thee, how are you? I'm loving the show. Been rocking with y'all for a minute, actually since day one. Y'all continue. We love y'all. Me and my coworkers, we talk about y'all all the time. We are into podcasting big time. Also, we feel y'all probably need to be a little more spontaneous and have more shows more often. Okay, we're working on that. Uh, we really love you guys though, but I have a special question for you. I know you said you were 50 years old plus a few years. Why are you still single? And that's the end of the email. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Okay, babe, let me tell you why I'm still single. And we don't have too more much time left, so I'm gonna have to say it and go through it real quick. I'm single because I have not found the right one that should treat me the way I feel I need to be treated. I'm not no angel, but I know my worth. And till you put me first in your life, make me a top priority, well then you're not the one for me. And it's not about what you can bring to the table, because people got different situations. So it's not about materialistic things. It's about how you treat me, you know, and your love, your trust, your honesty, and the type of person you are. I'm not easy to get along with sometimes, but hey, we all have our faults, you know. So, and a lot of times, most of the younger ladies are the ones that's attracted to me. They're the ones that come up to me first. They're the ones that holler. Ladies around my age, please, no. So that's why your boy's still single. Till the right one come along. CC, you look like you got something you want to say.
I'm still touching on that age gap. The youngins are not it. They are here for a fun time. Young, hot, fun. It's just sex. It's not commitment, not relationship, not wife. You
Well,
might find it. It might be
hold
rare.
on.
You
Wait,
might
wait, wait,
find
wait, 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 wait.
one
Let
out
me,
of
let me tell you
10.
something.
But somebody
The
your
ones
age,
that the young ones that I have dealt with in my last couple of relationships had the marriage intent, had the supposedly in this for the long run, all this and that or whatever. But just for one or two reasons, whatever, we just didn't rock. We just didn't stay together. It just didn't work out.
because they will
But
not.
there are some young women that's in their 30s that do want a future. Not all of them just want to party, want to have that time, or whatever. But there are some that I've come across that's been real with it. You know,
Sierra, Sierra.
well,
It's about the mentality that a man has that
Okay.
messes with the young girls. His mentality might be, well, I'm a child too, so I'm gonna do
Yeah.
what you do. So I mean, every older man that messes with young kids, well, a child, their mentality might be that same.
Right. Not ready to settle. You can't
Yeah.
be ready to settle.
So he might have the mentality of a 36-year-old.
Right. Because if you're dating there, you're there in that era. If
Yeah.
that's what you're going for. But if you're going for someone 40 and up, mature your age, they've already been through life. They've already experienced the relationships. They're ready. If they're not ready, they're settled. They're settled. They still go out time to time, but they come home, take a bath, go to bed. They don't stay up all night drinking, smoking, partying, and all. No, they're not on that. They've
Okay,
done
but
it.
what I'm saying is not all women in their 30s are like that.
Not all, but majority, yes.
Okay, well, the ones that I've come in contact with, they're not like that. I don't deal with women that's still out there running wild in the street, got a party 4 or 5 days a week. I ain't got time for that. You gonna do that on your own.
It's really
Don't
about
come to
what
me
you
with
want,
that.
Sierra.
You
It's
know,
really
so that's
about
what I'm
what you want.
saying.
Yeah, it's about the woman. It's about the
It's
approach.
about
But
individualism too, because everybody not the same. Everybody not the same. And like I said, I've dated women in their 30s before, and I know certain people have a hard time with that, but hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm
but
saying?
what woman in her 40s and 50s is not ready for what you're asking for?
Plenty of them.
A lot of them, they say they ready for it, but when you
Plenty of
put the
them.
plate out for them and lay everything on the line, they mess it up. They drop the
How they mess
ball.
it up? Okay,
So
so
they just as unstable as some of these 30-year-olds that you was talking about.
I
So
feel
Somebody.
like
I'm
all
just
women
saying,
are looking for
and
it. They
speaking as a
can,
single man, I'm
yeah.
just saying, women in their 40s, women in their 50s, women in their 30s, all of y'all have the time don't know what y'all want. Y'all think y'all know what y'all want until you get it. And then sometimes when you get it, you don't appreciate it.
Think about
Mm.
this, Sierra. Think about this. If I met a woman today and I'm about my business, which means I'm trying to open a business, I'm trying to get me well established, I'm trying to get my kids established and my wife, and only thing she want to do is cuddle, have sex, and that's it. She don't understand. Well, we got to go out and make this money. No, we got to cuddle. We got to kiss it. We got to do this. We got to do because that's all that music teach them. That's all the music teach them. Sex, 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 sex. That's all music teach them. It don't teach them. Well, we got to get out and we got to go grind. We got to do this. We got to do that. That don't teach them that. This right here, that's what teach you. Hey, let me go out and grind. Let me go out and get this money.
Right.
Because the only thing they do, only thing they see is, I guess, sex. That's all they see. So
And
that's
what's
all they
on
want.
social media,
Yeah,
what's on TV.
that's all they. That's all. So
But
I would say, yeah, half of them don't understand.
mm-mm.
Well, y'all got some last comments because we're running out of time. We're going to
But
wrap it up.
that's of the flesh too. Like when people like that got to get right.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because yeah, we need it, but it's more than life to that.
Yeah,
Definitely.
You need somebody to pour into you spiritually, physically, emotionally. And if you're not getting that, you're empty. And some
Mhm.
yeah,
people don't, some people, so many people that are walking around like that with that mentality, that is crazy. And they've never been introduced to that. So I think instead of just judging and writing them off, be like, hey, this is how I'm coming. This is what I'm used to. Let me show you different. Let's go out, instead of just work, 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 work. Hey, let's go ride.
Yeah. Try something different.
Try
Yeah.
something different. Spice
yeah.
Yeah.
it up a little bit.
Mhm.
And if she's still not interested, hey, I'm gonna have to leave you where you at. I tried with you. This is where I'm at in life.
Mm-hmm.
I wish you well.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say just don't just throw the towel in because like you said, they gotta see it. And if she hasn't seen that, if she just met guys that only want her for her body, met guys that only that's what she's used to. That's the norm. It's not the norm for you because you're on different things. You're on a different level than her.
Mm-hmm.
But just imagine if you see the potential, because you obviously see something in her if you want to date her. But if you see that potential and you the man that really loves and cares for her and wants to be that provider, wants to feed and pour into her, you'll lift her up.
Yeah.
But you
All right.
can't
Well,
be the
that's
dead horse either. So
yeah. Well, that's some good talk, y'all. I really appreciate all y'all input for tonight, and we're gonna have to shut it down because we're running out of time. And I do want to thank y'all for coming out and supporting this, and also putting your input in, helping us out with the show, running it. We will have another episode coming up pretty soon, so you guys stay tuned to it. And hey, Peace. We love y'all. Stay real. And also subscribe. Unscripted. It's Steve, CC, Mr. Key. Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all, we got to go. All right. Good night.
Good night.